What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Release. Welcome our guest, Grant, okay? He's a replacement for Renze, who's a flopper. Renze is a flopper. Grant has a YouTube channel of his own. I'll put it right up here. Y'all go check that out when you want to, because he makes damn funny content, so...
I haven't posted in a while, but...
Dude, the upload schedule's a little iffy, but it's there. It's there.
It's right, yeah.
So go check him out, blow him up. Alright, getting right into it. Okay, some hot topics. DeJounte Murray and LaMelo Ball have been named replacements for Kevin Durant and Draymond Green, which is horrible. LaMelo Ball, get LaMelo Ball out there, add Pascal Siakam or Jared Allen.
It is what it is. I mean, I thought that was going to happen, so, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, LaMelo Ball's garbage.
Yeah, obviously, I would have loved to see Pascal in there, but...
Bro, LaMelo's not garbage now. Come on, David.
No,
listen.
Bro, I know you have a vendetta.
Over-exaggerating.
I know you have a vendetta against LaMelo for I don't know why.
Man, listen, I don't even know what a vendetta is, all right? So we're just gonna pass that, okay? Listen, look, regardless, LaMelo's an amazing player. I feel like there's two people that deserve it more than him. Is that such a crime?
No, it's an argument, hey, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Moving on to our topic for the day, all right? As you guys know, there's been a stupid amount of trades. And all of them have been massive, okay? Yes, there's been like little pity trades all over the league and little just guys getting moved slightly. It's been nothing. Well, I thought nothing was going to happen. And all of a sudden yesterday, before 3, in like a span of an hour, stupid amount of trades were made, okay? So we're just going to go over them real quick, okay? We're going to discuss them. Number 1, not much of a big deal. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for Joe Ingles. That means nothing. I'm just going to move on with that one. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Our first kind of big one, okay? These are all according to Woj, by the way. Indiana has traded guard Karis LeVert and a 2022 second-round pick via Miami to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Ricky Rubio's expiring contract, a lottery-protected 2022 first-round pick, 2022 second-round pick via Houston, and a 2027 second-round pick via Utah. Sources tell ESPN. Karis LeVert is now a Cleveland Cavalier. What do you think?
Hey, Grant, you want to go first?
Sure. I mean,
all right.
You know, I really like the trade for Cleveland, honestly. I think, but the one thing I don't really know is like what happens if Colin Sexton gets back, because now they got to slide one of the guys onto the bench. But yeah, now they got a starting lineup of Garland, LeVert, Okoro, Mobley, and Jared Allen, and that's a damn good starting lineup, honestly, if you ask me. So those are my thoughts on it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good trade for both teams. I mean, if you're the Pacers, you get cap space, you get some picks out of it. Plus, Karis LeVert doesn't really fit on the team with all their other additions.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Then if you're the Cavs, this means that Colin Sexton is gone. He's out of there. He's leaving. Now, he's still good, though. Colin Sexton is not as bad as people think he is. People like to act as if Colin Sexton doesn't know how to play basketball. That's just false. And yeah, for the Cavs, you get another good scorer. I mean, I still think they're frauds, so they're not. They're not going to get out the first round, but
they added a good amount of players.
Chance.
They just added Karis LeVert.
Yeah,
who was much better than Colin Sexton, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, still losing the first round though, so that's tough.
That's true.
I mean, especially if they face. If I'm the Raptors, I want the Cavs in the first round. Right?
So even Boston could beat them in a 7-game series.
Yeah. Hey, Boston can beat a lot of guys in the 7-game series, though. Okay, people forget that Jason Tatum scores 50 on a good day. So
the East is really good this year.
Yeah, they have 9 teams with a winning record. So I mean, that's
crazy.
It's insane.
Then you look at the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, they're a play-in team, aren't they?
Yeah,
barely. They're 9.
Oh my god,
they're not going to lose that spot.
New Orleans is a play-in team at this point.
Yeah.
If Zion comes back, then yeah. Speaking of New Orleans, CJ McCollum has been traded to New Orleans. I'm going to tell you the full trade, all right? So the Blazers traded away. No, the Blazers got, Josh Hart, Tomas Satoransky, Didi Luwazada, and a 2022 first-round pick, and then also Joe Ingles, because they traded Nickeil Alexander-Walker away from Joe Ingles. And the Pelicans got Larry Nance Jr., Tony Snell, and CJ McCollum. Tony Snell, he just came off of a 50-50-100 season.
No, Tony Snell's best shooter in the league. That's all. That's just what that
means. Famous 25 minutes 0 0 0 0 0 0.
Yeah.
No.
Man,
that's a damn good trade for the Pelicans, anyways.
It's a big trade.
And speaking of this, you guys see the Lakers lose to this Blazers team, the garbage Blazers team without Dame or CJ.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And they had Russell Westbrook. Okay, did Russell Westbrook play that game?
No, he didn't play that game.
No, okay, but they had LeBron James and Anthony Davis playing that game.
And they still lost. You know what? People should stop talking about the Lakers. They're too bad to deserve any recognition. Like, I don't understand what people talk about a team that's under 500.
Listen,
they could be playing in like Alaska for all I care about. If you're a bad team, you shouldn't be talked about at all.
Listen, man, what's trending is trending, and what gets us the views gets us the views. That's all I'm concerned about.
No, not about us, but like, the media wants to talk about the Lakers all the time. Like, bro, they're the 9th seed. Like, talk about something else. But at least for this trade, though, good for both teams. Now, I'm not giving the Blazers credit for trading away McCollum. They should have done that like 2 years ago, so I'm not going to give them full credit for that.
They could have got much more for him if they traded him away 2 years ago, too.
Yeah.
They still actually had a good chance 2 years ago, but you know.
But they get to rebuild. I assume the Blazers want to rebuild, but you know.
I have a feeling they want to rebuild around Dame. People forget Dame is in his 30s.
Yeah.
Oh,
you have a very short window.
I saw this tweet from Woj, like the Blazers are trying to free up cap space to sign somebody. You're in Portland. Ain't no trying to go there. Come on.
Portland is like one of the worst markets ever. Like Milwaukee's a garbage market. And Jordan and I were just talking about this. People are like, oh, they have Giannis. They drafted Giannis. They traded for Chris Middleton in his rookie year. Like, garbage.
And name me the small market team that signed a free agent, a big-time free agent. You can't name one. Chris Paul traded. No, Chris Paul
he got traded, yeah!
Yeah,
and everybody else was drafted. Like, come on. But if you're the Pelicans, though, this is a good trade, especially for next year when Zion's back. The offense is stacked. Now the defense, on the other hand, is very.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna be like the Charlotte Hornets this year because the Charlotte Hornets are averaging 114 points, but they're giving up 116 per game. So that's not good at all. Yet they still have a winning record somehow. So I don't know what is happening there, but still awful defense. Anyways, speaking of horrible defense, Domantas Sabonis. Okay. Domantas Sabonis has been traded to the Sacramento Kings along with Jeremy Lamb and Justin Holiday for Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson, who all three played their first game on the Pacers yesterday. What are we thinking?
Yeah, that's my face too. That's my face too.
Hey, Grant, man, you want to go on the Kings, man? Because
don't let Jordan talk about these guys, bro.
I'll start with the Pacers. I love this trade for the Pacers. I love Tyrese Halliburton ever since he got drafted. I don't really care about the other two guys, to be honest. But
Buddy Hield's a bust.
Never mind. I forgot about Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's a shooter. That's about it. But yeah, the Kings. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't. I think they want Fox to. They want to win with Fox, and they want to make him happy. But I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is the ticket to taking the playoffs this year.
How they're small
at least going far.
My goodness,
bruh. So if we're gonna start off with the Pacers, A+ trade for them. They probably got the best deal of anybody in the trade deadline. Tyrese is really good. You got Beal, who could be not Beal, Hield, Buddy Hield. He could be a trade piece, get some assets out of him. But if you're the Kings, bro, they don't deserve to be a franchise anymore. You know, that's what I noticed. You know what? Give Seattle their team back. Give Seattle their team back, bro. They deserve no respect, man. You tell me you made a good mistake, right? So you drafted. No, I'm sorry. You drafted Tyrese, which is the best draft you've made since De'Aaron Fox. You messed up like 5 others when you had DeMarcus Cousins' team. Then you draft another guard in De'Vion Mitchell, which why you needed, I don't know. Then you trade Tyrese for Sabonis. And you're not even a playing team. They traded all the way to win, and they're not even a top 10 team in the West. You traded a young asset, not even to make the playing team. And then De'Aaron Fox could leave, Sabonis could leave in a year or two. Man, garbage franchise, man. Seattle, get your team back, bro. Like, I'm sick and tired of this, man.
Me and Jordan were talking about this the other day, right? Because they had 4 guards. They had Buddy Hield, Davion Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, and Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, there's 4 guys. They traded away 2 of those guards. They traded away one of the guards that they needed to keep. Like, there's 3 guards that you can argue to keep. There's Davion Mitchell, there's Tyrese Halliburton, and there's Buddy Hield. I mean,
Fox.
There's
Yeah, I was about to
De'Aaron Fox. My bad. Get Buddy Hield out of there. In my opinion, you should keep De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be an all-star backcourt in the future. And you see Davion Mitchell, I think the best he can do is a good old second team all defense.
But like, there's no way Sabonis' trade value is this high. Do people not realize that other teams?
I mean, yeah, Sabonis is really good.
Yeah, but I'm saying not that good though for such a young player.
Yeah,
like teams are unwilling to give offers to Tyrese because they thought that he was untouchable. For them to realize that all you had to give away was Sabonis, like come on, like
the first round pick or two.
Like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has more value than Domantas Sabonis, in my opinion.
First of all, he's better right now. He's better right now, speaking. But yeah, like no. Again, I'm not saying Sabonis is bad. He's not. But for what you got in return for the Pacers is amazing. If you're the Kings, you suck. Like, I'm sorry. You suck. Like, you're incompetent. Like, how do you mess this up? You had a good backcourt. Couldn't wait. You impatient hags, man. You could have just drafted someone this year, bro. Like,
you impatient hags? You
come on. Yes, sir.
You guy takes a grade 12 English class with Miss Natakini and goes crazy.
Yeah.
This guy called him
Come
hags.
on, bro. Come on, man. You guys are so... This might be the second worst trade of the deadline. That says a lot because what the Mavs
Second
did?
worst? Oh. We won't talk about the Mavs just yet. We won't talk about the Mavs.
The Mavs? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple big trades, all right? So I'm just going to list off some of the smaller ones, and then we're going to get to discuss the really, really big ones. This one I only have in here because it's interesting. There was a 14 trade. That's the first time I've ever seen a 14 trade in my life. So it involved the Kings, Bucks, Clippers, and Pistons. The Kings got Dante DiVincenzo, Trey Lyles, and Josh Jackson. They picked up another guard. 2 other guards, idiots. The Bucks got Serge Ibaka, amazing pick. Amazing pickup.
Great.
And 2 future second-round picks and cash. The Clippers got Rodney Hood and Semi Ojeleye, and the Pistons got Marvin Bagley. The Kings are still idiotic.
DiVincenzo's a good pick, but like
no, but he's another guard.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know, bro. Like they don't know what they're doing. Like I don't expect much from them.
Man,
like, I'm gonna say this because I think David knows this. I'm your average Marvin Bagley super fan. So I mean, I really wanted to see, like, he's only 22 years old. I really wanted to see him develop in Sacramento, but now, like, I really like the Pistons' young core now, but
yeah,
I still don't understand. I still don't understand why they would give him away. Maybe because they got Sabonis, but
also because Marvin Bagley's a bust. But
okay,
it's true, bro.
I know. Because when you get Luka and Trae Young taken after you, that's rough. But
hey, but hindsight is a hell of a thing because I mean, people loved Bagley when he was in college. So I mean, it's just tough.
Yeah, but now let's think about who the Pistons have. They have Cade Cunningham, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes, Sadiq Bey, Marvin Bagley now, Frank Jackson. Like they got all their players are under like 27.
And if they draft well this year, they could do some things, man.
Which they should.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
Chet Holmgren, that's a center they need. You know.
I hate Chet Holmgren.
You get my guy from Michigan. You get Caleb Houston from Michigan, my guy.
Honest. Fun fact: Grant knows Caleb Houston, who knows Dylan Brooks. So basically, he knows Dylan Brooks, but it's
damn.
Technically, anyways. Speaking about the Pistons draft picks, okay, the Raptors are trading Goran Dragic and a 2022 first-round pick to the Spurs for Thaddeus Young, Drew Eubanks, and 2022 second-round pick via the Pistons. Source tell the pick is a 1 to 14 is protected from 1 to 14 in 2022, 1 to 13 in 2023, and would turn into 2 seconds beyond that. So basically, what happened was, guys, the Toronto Raptors traded a lottery pick for a second-round pick.
Hey, we got Thaddeus Young though.
We got Thaddeus Young and Sadiq Bey. We cut Sadiq Bey. We cut him the moment he got here. We cut him.
Hey, it's crazy.
And then we have Thaddeus
from Miles Turner.
Oh,
they're going to trade for Miles Turner and end up settling for
Thaddeus Young in his prime wasn't a starter.
No, Thaddeus Young in his prime. You know that graphic where it's like the only players to average like 13.9 points, shooting like 52% from the field.
Oh my god!
It's like him and Larry Bird.
Yeah.
The Pacers commentators were disgusting for that. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Right?
That's crazy because he's been a bench player his whole life. But hey,
and the Raptors get another big man under 6'10". Because they need those.
Of course, we need those. You know,
they have 3 non-starter big men. You have Precious Achiuwa, not a starter. Boucher, I don't care what Raptors fans say, he's not a starter, man. But
Still a top 5 big man in the next 5 years.
Laugh at me.
He's not even the best big man on his own team.
Okay,
Like,
well, I mean,
you know how bad that is for the.
Okay.
Come on, like when Precious Achiuwa, a man who can't make a layup, who's like a center, is better than you.
He's not though. He's stronger than him. There, go. Wow, he has muscles. Like no.
So why doesn't Nick Nurse play him then?
Because Nick Nurse, I don't know. Nick Nurse
just
Like,
he's like giving his starters
like
50 minutes a game.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, moving on. Okay. 3 top trades in my opinion.
Yep.
Bigger trade here. Charlotte is acquiring Washington center Montrezl Harrell for Veron Carey and Ish Smith. That solves their big man problem.
Yeah, it does.
You thought they were going to get who? Miles Turner?
Yeah, or Christian Wood. Those would have been. I would have liked those 2 options, but you know what? Hey, that's a good pick. And
yeah,
Montrezl Harrell wasn't doing anything anyways on the Wizards, so man, they could let rid of him. And his contract is too big, so
that's
it's
valid.
a solid move.
So now, before we get into the final 2 picks, okay, we're going to talk about some teams that didn't make moves and will suffer because they didn't make moves. Number 1, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh yeah,
they will suffer.
Mm-hmm.
They will be a play-in team, and they will be the 8th seed, and they will get smacked.
Here's my thing though with Lakers, right? What trade assets do they have? Because these Laker fans, bro, look, I'm sorry, Laker fans, they might be the worst fan base in basketball. They're up there with the Warriors. They're another obnoxious fan base too. These Nets bandwagons who weren't Nets fans pre KD got there. Like these people talking about, we're gonna trade for somebody. When your best trade assets are Taylor Horton Tucker, Austin Reeves.
Hey! You gotta give Taylor Horton Tucker some respect, bro. He averaged 20 last year for like 2 weeks.
Right. These people were talking about we're gonna get Jeremy Grant. All we gotta do is give up Taylor Horton Tucker, man, and we gotta give up Austin Reeves and a pick. What?
Nah.
Hey, every team hanged up the phone every time they said that. Hey, we want something. Who you got? Austin Reeves, man. Okay.
I
just don't get how Russell Westbrook is getting so disrespected by his own organization, yet he stays home because his mommy's cooking him some food. Like, bro, come on, bro. You have your own organization. Like, yeah, we will willingly bench this man in the 4th quarter and to start a game. Also, Frank Vogel's like, hey, I'll do whatever I need to do to make the team win. That was in response to, hey, will you ever bench Russell Westbrook?
Yeah,
I'll do what I need to do to make the team win. So meaning he'll bench you. You are a top 50 player of all time, top 50 player of all time. Russell Westbrook, okay? Top 10 point guard of all time. What are you doing staying in this spot where you're performing horribly around LeBron James, who is you times 3 million? Because he can shoot as well. Plus he's stronger. Plus he's a better passer. Plus he's a better rebounder. Like,
he's better.
He's just better. Bro.
Better at everything.
Anthony Davis was doing better at the beginning of the season than Russell Westbrook was doing. And Anthony Davis was shooting the worst 3-point percentage in history.
Yeah, man. Their defense is awful. Like they gave up 70 points against the Bucks in the first half. Then they gave up like 60 points against the Knicks in the first half.
How are you so like these guys are like, wow, guys, our defense is gonna be so amazing. And then all of a sudden they're like they just failed themselves with paint defenders for some reason, feeling like, oh yeah, every team's gonna try and dunk on us. No, they're not. Okay. Look at who you have on the damn team. Look at you have Dwight Howard, you have Anthony Davis. That is scary enough. No one's going in your paint. So you see teams with horrible 3-point shooting. Okay, take the Raptors for example. The Raptors have beaten the Lakers this year. The Raptors have shot like an all-time high 3-point percentage and 3 points made against the Lakers this year.
They play no defense. Like their only good defenders are Anthony Davis. That's it.
And Dwight Howard, but they hate being on the court together.
Yeah, so again, Westbrook's a bad defender, always has been. LeBron doesn't try at this point. I mean, when you're 36 and you drop in 30, I can understand. But it is what it is. You're not trying. It is what it is. But
you can't do anything to LeBron at this point, bro. People are
I can't, bro.
Stephen A. out here, the guy that just yells on TV. And he's like, "Oh, LeBron." Shut your ass up, bro. Like,
why does he still have a job, man? Like,
or Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has been riding LeBron more than his wife. All right, look, it's like, just get off the guy. Allow him. Just allow him, okay? He's doing the best he can. He's an MVP candidate, and his team is a 9th seed. Like,
how good he's playing.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Too bad they can't play defense. Too bad they can't shoot.
Oh,
like,
man.
Too bad your team doesn't know how to work. Too bad your team isn't old. Like,
you know what's crazy?
Yeah, Lakers' average age is like 35 at this point. I don't.
These guys
it's up there.
These guys have an age of like 86 on their team, I think it is, including the coaching staff. Bro, like, there's probably players on that team that are younger than the coaching staff when you think about it. They're older than the coaching staff, my bad. But anyways, moving on, okay? Final 2 trades.
Yep.
Number 1, Jordan calling this the worst trade this year or this season. The Dallas Mavericks are trading Kristaps Porzingis to the Washington Wizards for a package centered on Spencer Dinwiddie. So basically, Kristaps for Spencer Dinwiddie. Sources tell ESPN. Jordan, you are a Wizards fan.
Oh, I mean,
I would like
let
you
me
to talk
say
about
this.
this first.
So, for the Wizards, it's a lot better than having Spencer Dinwiddie, who doesn't belong in the NBA anymore. He can't do anything at this point. Can't play defense. He can't pass at all. He's inefficient. He's been so bad this season. It is pathetic. And they gave him all that money to put up like 12 points on like 38% shooting, and you can't do anything. Even when Beal's gone, you can't do anything.
I looked at this trade. I was like, how did these guys get traded for each other like one-on-one? Because
there's somebody else in there.
of course.
Yeah, there's Davis
Bertans
Bertans in there too.
Oh, okay, Bertans don't
so
matter.
the shooter who can't shoot anymore and can't play defense either. So yeah, that's good for the Wizards, I guess. If you're the Mavericks, what are you doing? Your team is actually good this year. You traded a man that averages 28 for Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans, and you gave away a pick.
Damn.
That is
Damn.
the worst. People talk about the Kings. The Mavs got the worst deal in the trade deadline. That's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. They gave up because people act like Kristaps Porzingis is like, oh my goodness, he's so much worse than he was in his first 4 or 5 years. He wasn't, bro. Like he's still playing amazingly. That good old European. Yeah, there's just he's just hurt, right? And he's playing the best he can. And once he gets injured, once he gets healthy, uninjured. Once he gets healthy, he's going to be an all-star candidate again. And then
I'd rather have Beal and KP than having Spencer Dinwiddie and Beal. So I mean, my gosh, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Good replacement for Montrezl Harrell though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
brings better defense, brings better effort, brings an actual good starting center that isn't Daniel Gafford.
Yeah,
God, man, they need to trade Beal, man. Like,
poor guy.
I don't care what Beal wants to say.
Yeah.
Things Beal actually wants to stay. There's no report to show that Beal wants to leave. So
idiot
doesn't want to run away from the grind.
This is what I would do. You know what? If I'm the Wizards, I'm like, yo, Beal, shut up. We're trading you, right? What team you want to go to, man? You want to go to the Nuggets, man? Want to go to the Celtics? We need to rebuild, bro. Like, there's no point of settling for the 9th seed, right? It's dumb.
I think
it's dumb.
Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal are the 2 most idiotic players in the NBA.
You know what? Here's the thing. Dame is worse because Dame went online talking.
Loyalty, man.
KD, man, he went from the grind. What?
Bro, it isn't even a grind anymore.
No.
It's an abusive relationship, man. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Portland's trading away. Yeah. Portland's trading away all their pieces.
This guy says it's an abusive relationship.
Bro, they traded away CJ, Norman Powell, and Covington. And this guy, Dame's like, yeah, I still want to be here.
Got back Justice Winslow.
Eric Bledsoe.
Oh, true.
Justice.
Oh no, they traded Justice Winslow.
Yeah, facts.
They got Eric Bledsoe. They got the worst point guard in basketball. Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe's trash.
Bro, you guys
So
remember when
bad.
Eric Bledsoe was good?
Oh, on the
Days on
Suns.
the Suns.
Yeah.
And
Was
the
the
Bucks got him. The Bucks got him thinking, "Hey man, we better win a championship, man. We got
Bro,
Eric
the Bucks
Bledsoe."
I thought they were gonna win a championship.
Me too.
Mhm.
And then,
So did I.
and Bledsoe was like, "Playoffs? Goodbye." Terry Rozier
Wrapped
cooked
to
him.
bed.
Got cooked by Terry Rozier.
Bro, this guy Terry Rozier wore a Drew Bledsoe shirt. Didn't even respect Eric Bledsoe enough to wear his own jersey. He wore a shirt that said Bledsoe, Drew Bledsoe, after he
The Patriots.
cooked him. Bro, Terry Rozier was coming off the bench.
Cooked him, man.
He dropped 30.
Cooked him. Hey, man. On to the final biggest trade I've seen in quite some time.
Biggest trade in years, bro. At least in
Biggest
the trade
in
deadline.
years. By the way, this happened with like half an hour left in the trade deadline. I remember, bro. I'm in gym. I'm playing basketball. Mr. Beresford comes in. He goes, "Mr. Bontegal, you see what happened?" And then I was like, "No way!" And I started screaming. Bro, the Brooklyn Nets are trading James Harden and Paul Millsap to the Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. Sources tell ESPN. Grant, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Honestly, I remember I was just laying down in my college dorm. I just look at my phone. I thought it was a Photoshop. I thought it was, well, I mean it was, because I just see Ben Simmons in a Brooklyn Nets jersey. And I was like, it took me a while to process. So I was like, so for like an hour I was just wrestling with who won the trade, and I think actually both teams won the trade.
Thank you.
Because originally
rational person.
Yeah, originally I was like, what the hell is Brooklyn doing? And then I thought about it, and I was like, and then I watched your last podcast about how the Nets suck.
He watches it.
I do.
Yeah.
And one of the main problems with Brooklyn is their depth, and James Harden didn't want to be there. So and their defense. And so now they got one of, if not the best defender in the league in Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
They got a solid big man in Andre Drummond, finally, and they got a shooter in Seth Curry, and that's the depth that they needed, because originally you take away the big three from Brooklyn and they have bums on their team.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, Patty
it's
Mills
bad.
is good. I'm a big Cam Thomas fan. Other than that, really nobody. So, and then in Philadelphia, Joel Embiid finally gets his co-star that he can play with, and maybe they make a finals run this year. I don't know. I would love to see it, honestly. As much as I hate the 76ers, I would love to see them make a run for the finals. But yeah, I think honestly for both teams, I think it's a really good trade. I think it's a really good trade for both. Honestly, like yeah.
Yeah, I agree. If you're the Sixers, man, think about it. You got James Harden. You have to trade Thibault or Maxey.
Mhm.
That's a dub.
Yeah.
People talking about Seth Curry like he's a superstar. Where people say
No.
they gave him too much. They gave him Seth Curry.
wow, man, he's an amazing shooter.
Stop it. Stop it. Like, I'm not saying he's a good role player, but come on, you gotta stop it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get James Harden if you don't want to give up Seth Curry. Not Steph Curry. Not even Del Curry. But Seth Curry.
Seth.
Okay.
Seth.
Yeah, the Sixers, they're now a contender, because if you think about it, they don't have that much problems. They're great defensively.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 superstars. They have a ball handler who could actually shoot and play make.
Mhm.
I mean, they're tall, very hard to guard. Like, yeah, they're honestly now they're a tough team to beat because they don't have that much weaknesses. Even their spacing's decent. Like
Yeah.
that's so if you're the Bucks, if you're the Nets, if you're the Heat, you're gonna be like, damn, they got better.
Mhm.
And if you're the Nets, you got defense. Finally, a good defender on your team. Ben Simmons is going to show that he's not trash at basketball. But, you know, people like to say now because it's popular. But, you know, when Ben Simmons starts playing again, you'll be like, man, that guy's good at basketball.
Mhm.
He's good. He's good. And, yeah, so it's great trade. People who think that the Nets lost or the Sixers lost, they're just dumb. Like, come on, like, stop it. Like, Seth Curry, bro, is that the reason why they can't trade for James Harden?
Bro, people are like, oh, we gave up way too much. You gave up Andre Drummond, who was garbage for you, and Seth Curry.
But Drummond's not going to be playing on the Nets. If you think about it, the Nets, they're going to run small. They're either going to have Marcus Aldridge at center or Ben Simmons at center. So he does nothing. Like, come on, man.
What is he going to
Andre Drummond,
one-time, two-time All-Star Andre Drummond?
Yeah.
A rebound champion Andre
An
Drummond?
All-Star twice.
Yeah, bro. He was damn good for a couple of seasons.
I know he was really good. And maybe that's why I still think
bro.
it's better than it is.
I never liked him. Him and like DeAndre Jordan, you know those type of guys, man. You look at them, you're like,
oh yeah,
they're not actually all-stars, but they keep making it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
See, you trick people, right? If you get
DeAndre
like
Jordan
rebounds,
was actually good though.
Okay, but Andre Drummond, you could get 50 rebounds, people would be like, this guy's so good. Right? I'm like, okay, but he can't play defense. He's not a good defender. He can't create for himself, right?
He hit a free throw.
Barely. He's okay now, but like,
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? He played for the Pistons. Of course you're gonna look good. Like, come on now. Jeremy Grant's like an all-star caliber player now because he's on the Pistons. Like, no, Jeremy Grant's not bad.
Yeah,
but he was a role player. Jeremy Grant went from being a role player to averaging 20. Now, if you're taking 20 shots, then yeah, it's easy. But you know, but damn, yeah. But this is a win-win. Both teams are gonna be contenders. This could be a great playoff series. Imagine that. Sixers and Nets. As long as Kyrie could actually play, which is still the problem with the Nets.
Take the fine. Just take the fine, Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Help yourselves.
They've lost 10 straight games. They lost to the Wizards. They lost to the Wizards without Bradley Beal. Because Bradley Beal's out for the season. You lost to the Wizards without Bradley Beal. You lost to the Kings with no De'Aaron Fox.
Bro,
or Sabonis.
Jordan craps on the Pistons on the Kings so much, and it's the funniest thing on earth.
Well, the Kings are bad.
bro, no one's deserving of the bullying that Jordan gives them, bro.
Okay, they're incompetent.
It's harassment.
My thing is,
if the Sacramento Kings media team watches our podcast, they're reporting you and finding you.
Yeah,
it's not that they're bad; they're incompetent. It's not like the Maverick or like the Magic or Pistons. We're just not talented. Right? This team is actually incompetent. They're incompetent. You drafted 4 guards, essentially.
And the one guard you didn't draft was Marvin Bagley.
You had DeMarcus Cousins. You missed out on CJ McCollum, Giannis, Klay Thompson, and Damian Lillard. Forgetting who'd you get? Like Tyreek Evans, right?
Tyreek Evans. He was good back in the day. Come on. So what? He failed a drug test.
His rookie year. He was good for the rookie year. Right? So then you trade DeMarcus Cousins for a bucket of peanuts, right? I mean, all you got was really Buddy Hield out of it. Then you trade away Buddy Hield and Tyrese for Sabonis, and they got nobody else. All that not to be a playing team? Like, goddamn, they're so incompetent. I don't care that they're bad, but you get paid millions of dollars. You can't do basic stuff.
Jordan hates stupid people.
Bro, yes. Bro, when you're dumb, you get stuff like this. The Blazers are another one there too, because
don't get me started on the Blazers.
Did you talk about this? You saw the Norman Powell trade? The Norman Powell company trade was so bad.
Oh yeah.
What is that? With them?
And then they're like, "Hey, we trying to draft free agents."
And then I think the Portland Trailblazers GM hit up Toronto and was like, "Yo, you know that trade where he gave you Gary Trent? You want to run it back? We'll give you Norman Powell back if you
no.
They should have kept Gary Trent. If they were going to do that with Norman Powell, we should have just kept him. I don't. You want to pay him though, but you paid Norman Powell though. What?
Dog.
You know what's even worse about? You want to see even worse about this trade? Wait 1 second. So they got So for the CJ trade, they traded didn't they trade Josh Hart, right?
Yeah.
Who they trade? They traded Josh Hart for Joe Ingles, who doesn't want to be there. So let me get this straight.
Oh, I thought you meant they didn't get Josh Hart. No. They traded Nikhil Alexander-Walker. So let
me get this straight. So you traded a young player.
A young, amazing player, by the way.
Who could help you rebuild for a dude who doesn't want to be there.
For a dude that barely wants to be in the league. Joe Ingles is like on a hospital bed right now, bro. He's elderly.
Yo, the Kings and Blazers, they're the 2 worst franchise, man. And then you got Dame I could talk about, man. Hey, man. I want to be here. Bro.
Why?
I'm telling you, somebody has to have a gun to his head because I have a hard time believing that. There's no way there's no way you actually want to be there, bro.
Yo.
You lying, bro. Come on,
the Trailblazers have failed Dame since 2015.
They're doing him so dirty.
And he's just like, all right.
They're doing him so dirty, and he's been playing so horribly this year, and I feel so bad for him, bro. And you know what's crazy?
To be fair, though, a part of his like him playing bad is because he had like an injury in the the Olympics that hasn't been healed. But goddamn, Dame, don't you realize that enough is enough, man? Like,
this is how you know you're a horrible NBA team and shouldn't be existing. When your college team is better well known than you. Think about it. Portland Trailblazers, the Oregon Ducks. I got a homie on the Oregon Ducks, right? Let's think. LSU is better known than the New Orleans Pelicans. That's about it. Oh no, Michigan, I'd say is better known than the Detroit Pistons in 2022. Because my goodness, you guys are garbage. But listen, I'm gonna end it off with this. Damian Lillard, you're an idiot. There's no such thing as loyalty in basketball, okay? I'm not gonna be up here. Oh man, there's no such thing as loyalty, man. Like no.
It never existed, man.
Listen, look,
they couldn't leave.
It's a business. It's your job. It is your job.
Before we go off, bro, can you tell these old heads that their players couldn't leave back in the 80s and 90s? These dudes always on the internet talking about loyalty. Bro, they were servants. They couldn't leave. See, people don't understand how hard it was to demand a trade.
Let me tell you something about the players in the 80s and 90s, bro. Look at
leave.
First of all, I just want you to look, okay, at just think about the time in the 80s and 90s, okay? If it was the 80s and 90s, Jordan and I wouldn't be doing this podcast together, all right? That's the 80s and 90s for you, okay? I want you to look at the owners and the GMs. White. I want you to look at the players, the best players that aren't Larry Bird, you know, because Larry Bird's incredible. I want you to look at the players, okay? You have Michael Jordan. I'm just listing off the players, okay? You have Mike Johnson. You have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You have Tim Duncan. You have David Robinson, etc. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Why do these guys were so loyal? No. They were forced to be loyal because, bro, you know what would happen if, like, an African-American player went to their white owner. Pause. That sounds really bad. Their white team owner.
I know what you're trying to say.
I'm talking about.
Guy.
Yeah.
Listen,
you got the point. You got the point.
This they'd be disrespected. They'd all of a sudden they get underpaid. They'd get less minutes. They get all of this stuff. It's happened. So
they played for competent organizations. Why would Tim Duncan leave the Spurs if the Spurs were good? Why would Bird leave the Celtics if the Celtics were good? Why would MJ leave the Bulls if the Bulls were good? Dang, your team is garbage, bro. In the 1 year,
oldest amount, like the oldest example of loyalty that I can find is Dirk and the Mavericks. One, first of all, I don't understand why he took a pay cut, but that's because of loyalty, right? At least he won a championship.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard, you are suffering. Yeah. I know you go to bed crying every night. Every night he sobs. He sobs every night.
But the Mavs were good though. That's the difference. Like even before they won a championship.
No, they weren't.
Not in the later years. But people forget because Dirk won a championship like in 2011. He was on contenders in the 2000s and didn't get the job done. Hey, I like Dirk, but like if we're being honest, you choked a couple of times. You lost to the Golden State Warriors in your MVP season as 8, and they were the 8th seed. So like, again, he played on good teams. Dame, on the other hand, bro, you play with trash teams. Your second best player, CJ McCollum, outperforms you in playoff games. You're not that guy, bro. That's my issue with Dame. You're not that guy.
He's not an MVP.
Yeah, all right. Like, this man, Dame, is not a superstar, right? So let me take this straight. 2019 conference finals, right? No Kevin Durant. They got swept. You blew 3 leads in the fourth quarter. After that, you weren't that guy. In the second round, CJ McCollum carried you against the Nuggets. Not you, bro. Like, I don't know who told you that you were that dude. I know Blazers fans think you are. Look, fans think anything, right? A few years ago, Raptor fans saw that DeMar could take them to a championship. And then Kawhi showed them, hey, that's what a championship player is, right?
It's true.
So it's like...
It's true, I'll admit it.
So, like, I don't get this concept. Bro, you're not a superstar. You're not top 10. You're not Giannis, right? You're not one of these guys who could lift these teams, and that's fine. But admit that and leave. Why are you here, bro? But then you want to complain that you're not winning. Shut up. At least Beal's quiet, bro. Like, either demand a trade or be quiet. Because I don't understand how you're going to complain about not winning, but then you want to stay at the same time. Like, I'm sick and tired of this.
You're an idiot. Oh my god! Like this guy's like the human example, real life example of just like friendship over everything, bro. Shut up, you idiot. Like, bro,
Leave.
there's no such thing as loyalty. It's business. Listen, take it as this, okay? Damian Lillard, if you are working an office job, okay, in the Portland Paper Company, all right, let's say that, all right, and the Portland, Maine Paper Company, okay, offers you more money to go work there. What are you gonna do? Oh man, my family lives in Portland. No, they don't. Your family doesn't live in Portland. You're not from Portland. Who's from Portland? Portland isn't even a real place.
Bro.
Nobody, yeah.
Do you know how? Let me tell you how loyalty doesn't exist. I'm gonna give you an example. Isaiah Thomas, right? Guy balled out of his mind in the playoffs. I think his sister had died. He got hurt. You know what the Celtics did? They're like, "Oh, you're damaged goods. Here to Cleveland, here you go." Like, the Cavs get you like, "Bro, you are garbage. What did we traded you for Kyrie?" The Lakers took you, right? The Lakers said, "Bro, you are not good. We're not going to resign you. He's not in the league." These teams don't care if they can get something better. Like, I don't think you understand, right? DeMar's another example. Gave the Raptors his entire only star to resign with the Raptors. They said, "Hey, we could get Kawhi. We could do something better." They did it. And you know what? It worked. So, in the day, if they could trade you away for something better, they don't care about you. Like tough luck, bro. Like I know it sounds mean, but it's the truth. Like, if they can get something better, they will trade you, and they will not look one way. They don't care. They don't care.
Hey man, listen, bro.
They don't care about you, bro, unless you're doing something valuable.
Hey, hey, Arthur. Those are our famous last words, bro. And not even famous last words. Those are just factual last words. Damian. I'm gonna call you by your. No, I'm gonna look up his real name. So
Call him by his government name.
Of course, I'm gonna call Damian Lillard. Full name.
Isn't his full name Damian? Because I mean,
Damian Lamonte Ollie Lillard. Let's say it again.
He's insane. I don't like using the word insane in a bad context, but he's insane.
No, of course.
Damian needs help, bro.
Lamonte Ollie Lillard. Listen to us. Okay, 2 17-year-olds and a 19-year-old, please.
I'm 18.
Okay, you're turning 19. Okay, same thing, different
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Damian Lamonte Ollie Lillard, listen to us. We love you. You are a fan favorite. The fans want you out of Portland. No one's gonna hate you for leaving.
They want you to win, bro. They want you to win. Like,
they want the best for you. No one will hate you for leaving.
Ask any Blazers fan. They want him gone because they want him to win. But he needs counseling, bro. Because as I said before, like a few minutes ago, this is a sports abusive relationship, bro. You have the Blazers who do anything to you. They will trade. They will get rid of teams that actually help you win. They got rid of all their defenders in 2019, and you just sit there and you take it, and you're like, yeah. Hey,
Damian Lillard keeps going back to his toxic ex.
He's like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. He keeps running it back with Portland. Have they made it out the second round ever?
Yeah, they made it to the conference finals 1 year and got swept.
1 year.
Okay. Aside from that, he hasn't done any. They haven't done anything with him. So
nothing.
I don't know what
That's why I'm talking about the grind, bro. Bro, they are pouring dirt all over your franchise. Of course, what do you mean grind? Grind.
Hey, man.
They find every way to be incompetent, and you're like, hey, you know what? Loyalty, though. You just want the money, bro.
Sure. At the end of the day, at least Portland's not the Kings, because when DeMontis Sabonis went to was sitting on the bench, a fan had a sign that said Sabonis, welcome now. So that's tough, amen. But thank you guys so much for watching. Grant, thank you so much for coming on, especially as a last minute replacement for Arenze the flopper. Arenze, I'm gonna tag you in everything. You flop. Hey, look, Grant, you're always welcome back on, especially to replace Arenze because I don't want him here no more. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and share, because that way we blow up and make even better content that we can, which is difficult because we are the best podcast on earth. No one's better than us. Like I said in the last episode, we are the best biracial duo ever. Who's Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless? Who's Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith? Notice how the white guy's the lesser known one, but still.
They're insufferable.
They're insufferable. Super gremlin. All right? Listen, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever you guys stay at. Peace.